We are Lamingtons. I got coconut all with me. Hello, everyone. I'm Tupperware Pink. Yes, Lamingtons is the word of the season, apparently. I've just made my cake in a bag mix, which is, I've actually just popped it into the oven. You know my 2-ingredient cake? Have you seen that video yet? I'll pop my maracas down here. All I did was grab a tin of fruit, juice and all, blitzed it up in the supersonic chopper, added in a cake bag mix, like the cheapest cake bag mix you can get from the supermarket, folded the two together, popped it in my Tupperware silicone, and this, I've got two of them, there's the other one there, this hopefully is going to turn out deliciously. I'm going to make lamingtons. So I've made a strawberry chia jam. I'll show you that in a minute. I've got green and gold coconut. I'm going to use my Piccadilly. I'm going to attempt to make some sort of chocolate icing mixture. And green and gold lamingtons for like Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. And hopefully, if we've got time and enough patience and creativity, we might even turn them into Lamington cake pops on a stick. Stick around, it's going to be fun. Strap yourselves in. Right, so what we're going to do is grab the silicone. The trick with the silicone is you wash it with hot soapy water before you use it. And that activates the non-stickness. The other trick is let it cool entirely in the container. And then that way, when you pull it out, it should, can you see what I'm doing? It should, fingers crossed, just peel away beautifully, right? So we've got this one in here. Now, this is the Ultra Pro that goes into the oven. So we will, oh, there's a little bit we can have for Ron. Yum-oh. We will, where are my glasses? I do need to wear some glasses so I can see you all the better to see you with. There we go. All right, so what we will do is, I've got my Tupperware Mastro bread knife. Now, with the Tupperware serrated knives, doesn't matter which serrated knife you've got in Tupperware, the serrated knives are very unique to Tupperware because on one side, can you see here? That's very smooth. It's non-serrated. It's a smooth blade. On the other side, this is where you've got the serration. So you've got large serration, and you've got your, so can you see that? So whenever they come out with the Tupperware knife sharpener, make sure you grab one because you can actually run the Tupperware knife sharpener, Tupperware serrated knives through the Tupperware knife sharpener. It's the only knife sharpener that can sharpen the serrated knives as well as a straight blade knife, right? Now this one here, can you see the handle? It's slightly raised up. All of the Tupperware bread knives are like this because you don't want to knock your knuckles on the breadboard while you're slicing up your bread. And if you do it in a sawing action, it doesn't matter whether you're doing bread, cheesecake or fudge, this will not squash anything that you're cutting, all right? So, hopefully, we're going to cut this. I don't know what I'm doing here, so hang on a minute. Let's just grab this other one. Let's clean off some bench space, right? We will just pop this over here. Let's move this out the way. I've never made this before, and in true Tupperware Pete fashion, I am not practicing because it takes the fun out of it for me, right? So, what we're doing is, hopefully that will just peel straight off. Yes, it will. Awesome. Now, what are we going to do? How are we going to... You know what? Let's make this all very rustic. Because I don't know what I'm doing, right? So, in here, what we've got in here, I have got my strawberry chia jam. 2 ingredients, strawberry and chia seeds. That's it. So all I did, I grabbed 250 grams of strawberries and I popped it into my supersonic chopper, jam-packed that full and just pulled the cord. Blitzed it, baby. And then I popped it into my little Tupperware micro cook pitcher. with a tablespoon of chia seed. Popped it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, pulled it out, gave it a stir, popped it in for another minute, and then just let it cool. Now, I normally do 1 tablespoon of chia seed per supersonic chopper filled with fruit. Whether you're doing pineapple, kiwi fruit, blueberry, raspberry, strawberries, that's what I do. So I did 250 grams is 2 supersonic choppers full, and then I did 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I threw in 1 for luck, right? And that is literally what you end up with. Homemade strawberry chia jam. You can add honey or stevia or rice syrup or whatever, sugar to sweeten it if you want to. If you want to keep it for a while, then sure, pop in sugar. That will help preserve it. But this in a Tupperware airtight container, this is the Tupperware Square One Touch Fresh. That's going to last in my fridge for a good couple of weeks, right? So what we're going to do is, fingers crossed, there's always going to be someone, by the way, that's going to say, Lamington, does it need jam and cream on a Lamington, or is it just plain? Are you a plain purist Lamington person, or do you like a bit of jam and cream in there, right? So we're going to do just a little bit of jam, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our large Tupperware narrow spatula, and we will just pop in some of this jam, and we will spread that around. We might grab a little bit more. And can you see what I'm doing here? We're just doing a layer of jam, right? Now, there's always someone that's a professional cake decorator that's watching me, and that's okay. Tupperware, it doesn't matter whether you're a professional, a home cook, or just starting out and learning. Tupperware definitely have the tools that's going to improve your skill in the kitchen, all right? And make life a little bit easier. Not only is cooking fun with Tupperware, but it is actually easier, right? And then once you've got the right tool, you can go, oh my goodness, look what we can create with this product. It's like walking through Bunnings. You don't know what you can do until you see the product. All right? It's exactly the same as Tupperware. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness, what a day we've had so far. It's the Ekka, it's food on a stick, but let's make some Lamingtons first. So we're just doing a layer of strawberry chia jam. Let's save some of that for if we're going to make some lemonade scones or something a little bit later on. We'll pop that into the fridge. Pop that in for Ron later on. All right, there's our narrow spatula. Now, what we're going to give this a try with is, we're just going to find this cake, and we are going to plop that straight on the top, just like that. So there's our 2 cakes, right? Now what we're going to do is, hang on, let's fix this. Let's just clean up this side bit here. Pop that into there. We've got a little bit of overflow here as well. Just pop this up into here. Okay. So, what we're going to try and do right now, okay, let me show you. Bread knife. We are going to see how the sawing action, it doesn't squash your cake or your bread right down. And all I'm going to do is fairly decent sized. I'm going to make 8, and they're like a jumbo Lamington. Right? Turn it around this way. We will do this one. Talk amongst yourselves while I think about what I'm doing here. All right, there we go. You can. Oh, yum. What we're going to do is, there's our, can you see? I've sliced them up into 8, right? While we're sitting that over there, what I'm going to do is, Tupperware do a whole range of baking products, right? So whether you've got some people might have seen the Tupperware pastry sheet. That is the Tupperware pastry sheet. You might have seen the Tupperware sifter. Ooh, Tupperware down! You might have seen the Tupperware sifter, which is awesome for washing up all of your lentils and rice in there as well. You might see the Tupperware shaker for protein drinks. This will actually whip cream as well, right? The colder the cream, the quicker the whip. You might see that. You might have seen the Tupperware rolling pin before as well, and this has the handles that come off with inbuilt cookie cutters in there. How cool is that? And this pops off, and you can open this up and you can fill this up with cold water if you are going to, keep a nice pastry nice and cold. Those sorts of things is ideal. And we've also got the set of 6 measuring cups and set of 3 mixing bowls. Now, on the bottom it'll tell you this is a 1 litre, this one's a 3.5 litre, and that's a 2 litre. So in this 1 litre mixing bowl, all I'm going to do is grab a cup of cold water. I'm going to do some cocoa, some milk powder, and some icing sugar. We're going to make up some icing, and we're going to pop it into our Tupperware beetroot Piccadilly container. Now, if you're in Australia, you know this is the beetroot container. If you're in America, you probably know this is the pickle container. I've got a couple in the fridge right now with pickles, black olives. I can make homemade pickled vegetables in here. Great for sweet corn in a tin and those sorts of things. Pineapple rings. Let me just fill this up with some cold water. And then we will fill this up. We've got a cup of cold water. Let's pop that straight into here. And we're going to grab a spoon. I've never made this before, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. But, what can go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words. We've got a couple of tablespoons of icing sugar. Remember I said, if you do have the right tools in the kitchen, it does make it very easy to create things. Watch this. I've got some cocoa in my One Touch Fresh. Grab the tab, peel the seal. I've got to do a couple of tablespoons of that. Right? And all we're going to do is move that aside over there. All we're going to do now is I've got some milk powder. Someone suggested milk powder. I thought, what a good idea. I've got some. We may as well use it. So we're going to do a little bit, like a couple of tablespoons of milk powder. Straight into there, right? Now, if you wanted to, you could sift everything by all means. You could sift everything. Actually, the Tupperware sifter is not made of metal, so it will never rust. How awesome is that? And you can pop it in the dishwasher. Grab your Tupperware whisk. I like it because there's nothing at the end. It's totally open. So not only can you get more air in there, it's like really easy to clean, right? So all we're going to do is whisk this around. Oh! And so it begins. It's like a real carnival. And we're basically just going to... Oh, look, there's a spoon. How clever. Who thought of that? We got some icing sugar, and we'll just do a little bit more of everything until we get the right consistency of what we're looking for. Let's grab some cocoa. Actually, let's do a little bit more icing sugar. Let's grab... Now, if you have melted butter, you can use melted butter. Can you see what I'm doing here? Actually, whatever platform you're watching this on, just press your finger on there so it opens up to the full screen. That way you can see what I'm doing down here. Can you see what I'm doing? Just whisking this through. And then that way, we're hopefully going to coat. We will just do a little bit more icing sugar. Right? And yum. Yum, yum, right? It's going to be delicious. Then what we're going to do we've still got a few lumps. Actually, you know what we can do? I should actually have sifted this. What I will just very quickly do, I will seal this, express the air out of there. Now, you know the saying, if it's round, make a sound. If it's square, don't you dare. If it's square, leave it there. Never take the air out of a square. If you want it to be liquid tight and it's round, express the air out of there. That will not leak. And now you can just shake it up. We used to do shake and bake recipes at Tupperware parties, in-home Tupperware parties all the time. I reckon they should make a comeback, don't you? So we'll just shake that up. We've got a few lumps in there from the icing sugar, which I should have sifted, right? So what we will do is, let's just remove that. Look at that gorgeous colour. Yum! Yum-o! What we're going to do is grab our Tupperware Piccadilly. We are going to pour this... Actually, when you've got a Tupperware beetroot container, did you know? All you have to do, you just move the handle out of the way that way, and you just pour that straight in. Right, let me just grab a cloth. We've got a few splatters in the kitchen. We probably could have had the splatter guard happening, but that's okay. There we go. You get the idea, right? Now all it is a matter of doing, grabbing our... Now, actually, before we do that, you know what? Where are we going to put this coconut? Let's just do the coconut. Let's put this over here. We're going to do, in honour of the Olympics, we've got green coconut, gold coconut. Do you know most men are colourblind? There you've got your green coconut, right? And I am just going to, I think I'm going to need just a little bit more. I'm not sure. Well, let's just have a look, right? In here, I've got, these are the cool stackable collection. So you know what I've decided I'm going to do? They do have a removable grid. So if you're storing seafood or meat or chicken or cut up fruit, this is going to allow the juices to drain away. If you are popping it that way, you can store your earrings and your rings and things on there. You can defrost in here. You can have your deli meats and cheeses in here as well. Or why not coconut your lamingtons? All right, so we've got this happening here. We've got that over there. Let's pop this over here. We've got our coconut. Let's move this away over here. We do need a slightly bigger kitchen. That's okay. Can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, we can. Oh my goodness. Fingers crossed. Make sure you hold your tongue in the right place. And let's just pop that straight into there. And we need to turn that. Oh, we need some tongs. That'll do. Perfect. Look at this. Right? Then all you have to do is... Oh. There we go. No messing about. There we go. We dumped that in there. We've got a few lumpy bits, but that's okay, right? You get the idea, right? You pop that straight into here. Right, we'll let that drain off. Let's grab another one. Grab our other, it's a massive lamington, right? We will pop this straight into here. If I'd done a little bit more, then we wouldn't have to turn them. You just dunk them straight in. But because I have done a little bit, it's a little bit fiddly. However, if I had done more, then it wouldn't be fiddly. So we just got to turn them around and dunk in the other end, right? Yum-o! How delicious do these look? Okay, then all you do is we grab our green coconut. And we will, let's just give this a turn. Oh, we got a blowout. Oh no, that one goes for the gold. We do the green over here. We got the green over here. I need 3 hands. They're massive lamingtons, right? But you get the idea. We do the gold. We'll do 1 green and 1 gold, and then I'll show you what you need to do, right? Actually, if you popped a glove on, you could be able to give that a bit of a turn with a glove. Who was it that wanted lamingtons? I hope you're appreciating this. Lamingtons is more than one, right? And there is, here we go, green. Oh my goodness, it's been one of those days. All right, here we go. You know what we do now? You know what we do? Just give me let's wipe this down, right? Oh, maraca down, maraca down. All we have to do is grab a, if I can, grab a plate. Trying to find the cupboard. There we go. Grab a couple of plates. Let's move this out the way, right? So what you do is, oh, let's move this out the way. Let's do this, right? Then what we do is grab our green lamington, right? Grab our gold lamington, and if we wanted to, you know what you do when you're serving this up, right? Oh, we've got a little bit of green that needs to go over here, right? All you have to do, got a little bit of green, got a little bit more gold over there. Garnish the plate, right? Then what you do, you grab, if you can, grab your, talk amongst yourselves. What you need to do is, if you grab a Hot Wheels cart, right? All you have to do is just pop the Hot Wheels car straight on the top of your lamington. Grab your other little sports car, pop that on the top of your lamington, right? And if all you have to do is grab your Milo, grab another spoon. Where are the spoons gone? Here we go. Grab your Milo, and that's the dirt coming out the back of your... There we go. Grab your Milo on your lamington, and everyone will think you've done it on purpose. There's your gold lamington, right? Doing a burnout, right? And then there you've got your green lamington with your car on there doing a bit of a burnout happening over there. If you do need to add some more colour and texture, just grab a few toy soldiers and you pop the soldiers up onto there, make that a little bit of fun into there, and I think that I'm going to call that a day. We can seal that right there, and then we can continue on. We might want to go for a walk to the park and then come back and have another crack at making our own lamingtons. But hopefully that's given you some ideas. Hopefully it's put a smile on your face, all right? When we're sealing that, you can then just seal that, and you can pop that back into the cupboard or into the fridge, and you can pop that in for Ron later on. And if you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. I'm going to eat a lamington. I think I might do another video turning them into cake pops, but I'm not going to do that right now, all right? Please let me know if you've got any questions or suggestions. I'm happy to help. And in the meantime, you know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance the cares away. Don't look at those ugly lamingtons. I'll cook for you another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.